The B-side in boxing.
B-side shit.
B-side.
B-side.
And the B-side.
You got a B-side.
The B-side.
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 That B-side thing.
This is the B-Sides Boxing Podcast.
Ready if you are.
Yeah, ready.
Cool. Let me do this. We're popping one open to toast to the end of 2024. Boxing B-sides. It's a little hair of the dog for me. It was a little bit of a late night. But we're here and we made it. Oh, Shanada, how you doing? We're coming up on it. Coming up to Inoue time.
Yeah, I'm good. A little disappointed in the Ioka fight getting changed, which I assume we'll talk about later.
Yeah, that sucks. I was really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was too. I got excited and rewatched the first fight and scored it, and a lot more lopsided on the broadcast than I remember it feeling in real life.
Yeah, oh my God, the broadcast was horrible. I didn't understand a whole lot of it, but just what I could pick up, holy shit. You are latching onto a foreigner just to shit on a guy from Osaka with tattoos. What's even happening right now?
Yeah.
Poo-poo, but c'est la vie, I suppose. That's the life of an Osaka thug.
Yeah.
All right, 805, Firestone Walker. Whenever you want to get a sponsorship going, you let me know. All right, 2024 picks. It's just you and me, so let's I think we're gonna be able to breeze through these kind of quickly. First category, starting off, I picked up quite a few, like at least two for every category. So for stoppage of the year, all of my options: Angelo Leo beating Luis Lopez to win the title, the IBF 126. Daniel Dubois stopping AJ. Tank beating Frank Martin, and Zhang beating Wilder. All of them have different, the gravity of them or the magnitude of them is different. But like Dubois beating AJ, that's fucking huge. And same with Zhang just like ending Wilder. That also made me really sad.
Yeah, stoppage of the year. So this is KO of the year as well, right?
KO, TKO. I don't think submissions happen, but if there is one, go for it.
Whitaker gets submission of the year on himself.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot about him. Yeah.
For straight up knockout of the year, I have trouble remembering his name. That knocked out Noriega.
I know who you're talking about. Jairo Noriega knocked out by Shokichi Iwata.
Yes, Iwata. Or who was the guy who just turned the guy off?
Body.
Oh, these are yours.
Stopping Ashton Silv.
Yes, that was the one I was trying to think of.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So those two would be my knockouts of the year. The Iwata one was just so unexpected, and I was there live, and man, Noriega didn't move for a little while. I was worried.
Yeah, it was a bad one. Definitely was out of nowhere. Like, Noriega was competitive. Made it all the more thrilling. I'm not sure which one to take. I'm going to go with Zhang stopping Wilder, because that one hurt my soul, in addition to shaking up the division. The Tank stopping Frank Martin, I like that one a lot, because it's the same situation that always happens. Everybody comes into Discord to shit on Tank, and then it happens every time. Rounds 6 to whatever, he's going to knock the guy out. It happens every time.
Yeah. Well, and the Dubois KO of AJ was just so unexpected to me.
It was.
Like, the way it happened was so unexpected, too.
Yeah, we had on Ultimate FN Casuals, we were saying, like, he has negative dog in him. The guy seemed to have no confidence in himself, and then he goes to stop like the poster boy of British heavyweights.
Yeah, it was crazy. And the memes, man, the memes of AJ face down, ass up, hilarious.
I think an honorable mention would be Itauma it just recently on the Usyk Fury 2 card. That was a beautiful knockout.
Yeah.
Buy the stock early. Get it while you still can.
Everybody on Discord is completely in love with him.
As they should be.
If he doesn't live up to the hype, he's gonna be in shambles.
Yep, Discord gonna be down bad. What's the dude's name? Like McKinson or some shit? I don't know, McAussie, whatever the fuck his name is. Masterclass. I'll start this one as well. This is pillar to post, outclassed. Typically does not end in a stoppage. It might not. My picks here, Jaron Ennis versus Karen. Damn it, I know his name. If I see it, I'll be able to say it, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. But
Nah, I'm so bad at names.
But he was Shikadzian. There it is. He came in to prove a point in that he's not just some fucking scrub. And he made Jaron Ennis work every single minute of every single round. Even if it was a clean sweep and Jaron Ennis very clearly beat his ass, Karen did not make that shit easy. So I guess like a scrappy performance from Karen, what turned what should have been like you'd think an easy beatdown turned into just a prime schooling from Ennis. And that prime schooling is kind of had people like questioning his bona fides, because what is he like? Oh, Ennis can't stop this guy, even though he's winning every fucking round, every single second of the fight he's winning, but it still had people questioning him. So that was me talking up Karen way more than Jaron Ennis, but that was still from first bell to last, Ennis was in complete control, even if he wasn't knocking the guy out. My second one, Rayo Valenzuela beating Isaac Cruz for the WBA 140. How is this a master class? You might wonder, dearest listener. First of all, 833-589-7637. Tell me why you think it isn't a master class. But Rayo beat Pitbull at in his comfort zone, in Pitbull's comfort zone. He was in Pitbull's face, tagging him and out of the way before Pitbull even knew what the fuck to do. It was fucking beautiful. I was so glad I got to see that live. That was a beautiful, beautiful performance.
He just outboxed him so badly, and Pitbull just looked confused. That's a good pick.
Yeah, he didn't know what to do. Rayo is more naturally built for 140. Pitbull, I'm surprised he's even at that weight. Nick Ball can make 126, so why the fuck can't you? Tacos, I guess.
Pitbull looks more like a burritos guy to me. And a short and stocky and well-stuffed burritos.
Pitbull, don't change your nickname to Fire Hydrant. Don't do that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, my picks for Masterclass. I actually didn't pick any of the ones you did. I got Nav beating... No, wait. Who did he just...
Valdez?
pick? Yeah. Oscar Valdez. Yeah. Nav beating Valdez.
Yeah, I had that one picked for beatdown.
Oh, I forgot we do two different things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think it was a masterclass.
It was. It was.
He just made it look really easy.
Yeah, we were saying that in the aftermath, that it didn't look like he was trying all that hard. I do not doubt for a second that he was, but it just didn't look like it.
Yeah, he just made it look effortless.
God damn it.
My other one is a better pick for beatdown of the year, though, so I'm not going to say it right now.
All right. Next category, we got Villain of the Year. This is...
Okay, you know who my pick is.
Bang.
Fucking everybody around the Tim Tszyu fight.
Oh, yeah.
The doctor, the corner, everybody. The ref. Fuck all those guys. They ruined Tim Tszyu's career that night, I think. He is so worried about cuts now.
Yeah, I think that him being scared of cuts or getting cut that badly, it made him really tentative in the Mortazaliev fight, and that ended up getting him stopped. Career might be like in serious trouble.
And I think if they'd have called that a no contest in the second and got him, or third or whatever it happened, and got him some medical attention, I don't think he would have nearly as much worries about it.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
I didn't even have an honorable mention for that one because I think that one just is so obviously the villains of the year. I mean, Ryan Garcia is just a piece of shit, but
yeah, like over on the MMA show, like the blanket statement was Conor McGregor, of course. The guy's a fucking asshole, but let's pick other stuff just because that one's too easy.
yeah.
Well, you didn't have an honorable mention. Don't worry, because I have plenty. So, Terrence Crawford beats Errol Spence in 2023. That's cool. That's a really huge, monumentous win. Then he fucks off for a year. He comes back to beat Madrimov, and then fucks off for another year. You are holding up the entire fucking division because everybody's waiting to fight you. Or trying to fight you. Like, come on, dude. Do something. I don't give a shit what you do. Just do something. What's another one? Richardson Hitchens, because fuck Richardson Hitchens. That's one. That's a big one. That's probably going to be my pick. My primary pick. But Lomachenko. Gets into negotiations with Tank. Like, I was on the hype train. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, Lomachenko. This is what you should be doing. Everyone says you're the best, like, of all the new generation, post Mayweather, Pacquiao, and all that. Good, prove it. You're about to. I have faith that you can do this at whatever age you are. And then he just drops out of the negotiations with no real rhyme or reason as to why, and that is unacceptable to me.
Well, it sounds like Loma's retiring, so
yeah, it does. So if he does. Cool. Right off into the sunset, my man. You've earned it. You've got other shit on your plate to deal with now. So, like, best of luck and all that. But why even bother entertaining the Tank fight? Why bother if you're just gonna not?
Yeah,
do it?
no, I'm with you. Shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, exactly. But I would say Hitchens is my fun pick. I'm gonna have to flip a coin between Lomachenko or Terrence Crawford. And it's weird that these are like villain picks just because they're like, it's being a victim of your own success. You're so good. Like, I want to see you fight better people.
Well, and everybody fighting once a year sucks.
Obscene.
Like, I can understand the arguments for twice a year. It's hard on your body. It has to be, and everything else. But once a year, like, I know you're making enough money that you only need to fight once a year, but that's not enough.
If you're not having injuries, like grievous injuries, Lomachenko is having back problems as well, which is what was driving him into the retirement talk, is that he's having lingering issues that are going away, but then coming back sooner and staying longer. So yeah, I get it. You're getting old and all that, but once a year is bullshit. I don't care who it is. Do not care. Once is not enough. Prospect or new contender. Could be either like a prospect coming into renown, or a contender that's really starting to break the mold of just being a contender and they're getting into title contention, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, I'm actually really crap at this one because I never know when people stop being prospects. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick two absolutely brand new people that I saw live that really impressed me, which is not your point of this category, but I thought that Kenneth Lover on the Osaka card looked fucking impressive. He wasn't in there very long. He got a round one knockout, but he just looked fast and accurate and like well put together for, I think that was only his fifth or sixth professional fight. And then there's that Japanese kid,
Pro Box?
Aoi.
Oh, Aoi, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yokoyama, I think is his last name.
Yeah, that sounds right.
He also really impressed me, and I started following him on Instagram, and he seems to spend a lot of time volunteering at his grandparents' retirement home thing.
That's the guy you sent.
Yeah,
Oh,
the videos are fucking adorable. So neither of them is famous at all yet, but I think one of them is going to do something in the next like 2 or 3 years.
Lover, he's next up for the OPBF title, so he's on his way up.
Yeah, and I think this was his first fight in Japan because he's Filipino.
Mine was Katsuma Akitsugi.
The Pro Box kid.
Yep, Pro Box, the Japanese firework, as they call him in LA, where he lives. Fighter of the year, easy pick, Usyk, no shit. The gravity of his wins this year, back to back, beating Fury, hopefully sending Fury into retirement. Please, for the love of fuck, I hope he goes away. But Junto Nakatani had an amazing year. Naoya Inoue, it was business as usual for him. This is like victim of your own success situation as well.
Yeah.
For him, if you're not bopping guys in four to 8 rounds, then it looks like a bad performance when he could be completely outclassing somebody.
He hit Doheny so hard in the ribs that it like fucked up his back.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot he did that. Yeah, that's right.
Like a bunch of people online were like, "Oh, Doheny just stepped wrong and he's old and it fucked up his back." I'm like, no, he got hit so hard, it tweaked his back. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to pick Usyk. I know it's the boring pick, but
yeah, in my case, like the honorable mentions, those are the real picks because you can't not give it to Usyk. All things being equal, Usyk has to be the one. But Nakatani had some awesome performances, so just to pick something other than Usyk, I'd go with him for sure.
Bam beating
Estrada.
The way he beat Estrada was really impressive.
Yeah.
I think Bam deserves an honorable mention too.
It was funny in the post-fight conference, like everybody was asking about the knockdown. So the first person that asked him, he's like, "Look, I know a lot of you are going to ask me about this, so let me tell you. I'm just going to say it one time so that we get it out of the way. I've never been knocked down before tonight. I was morbidly curious of how that goes. What's it like? So I got a little reckless and he knocked me down. He didn't hurt me, but yeah, he got me. I went down. That's how it goes. And wasn't bothered by it, but I don't want to do it again. I like Bam a lot. He's a really fun character.
Yeah, he seems like a good kid.
Ass whooping. Pillar to post, brutal beatdowns. Go by stoppage, doesn't necessarily have to.
I think I have the answer to this question, and it's not on your list that I can see.
Okay.
It's Zerto versus Chris Billum-Smith.
Oh shit! How could I have forgotten? Yes, that is a great one.
I think that's the only answer to this question. CBS took such an ass kicking and never quit.
12 rounds.
Like,
he went all the way.
I do not understand how he stayed up.
Seriously.
That was the worst ass kicking I can remember in a long time. Like, there's been lots of beatdowns, but just the amount of damage that CBS absorbed. You can say anything you want, but he is a tough man.
Yeah, like with the two Inoue fights this year, Doheny and Neri, he ended up stopping them. He was beating them so badly that the fight ended. Same with Nav Valdez. And one of my other favorites was Bakoli Anderson. Because love Bakoli. Dark horse of the heavyweights.
Yeah. The Bakoli Anderson one was also an ass kicking, but nobody stayed in there as long as Zerto did.
I think of all of the ones I have written down, Doheny went the longest at 7 rounds. But yeah, CBS.
Yeah, and he didn't take nearly as much damage as CBS.
Hell no, he didn't. Yeah, that's the pick. That is the only pick. Zerto beating beating the fuck out of CBS. I was saying like at round 7 going into 8, throughout 8, and I was very emphatic about it in round 9. There's no need for this to continue. CBS is getting the shit beaten out of him, and this could be like shaving time off of his career. There's no need for this to continue.
I agree. His corner should have stopped it.
Fucking right, they should have. Yeah. You could put them in Villain of the Year. Honorable mention to Tim Zoo's fucking ragged ass corner.
Yeah. I mean, the Tim Zoo fight could almost go and beat Down of the Year, except he was winning too much.
Man, that cut really fucked him up. He was.
Yeah, I'm really upset about that. Actually,
that really did change the trajectory of his career. We're yet to see what's going to happen with CBS, but if he also goes on tilt from here, then his corner's going to get retroactive Villain of the Year for 25. Comeback of the Year. I usually go with career resurgence, but mid-fight also counts. I picked a few. Dubois beats Hrgovic and AJ to set up a fight with Parker in 25. After that really, questionable situation with Usyk, a little bit of a stinker with Gerald Miller, and he set up 2024 really nicely to go into what could be an undisputed fight with Usyk to rematch, try to get that low blow back.
Yeah, Dubois really has turned it around, and I think Parker's had a real resurgence.
He has. Maybe
more last year than this year, but
yeah, that's what he was going to be my pick, but the only thing is that the Wilder fight, was it Wilder? I believe it was. That was at the end of 2023. It was no shit on the 23rd, just before the cutoff. Still, if you give Parker an extra 2 weeks on the year at the beginning of the year, yeah, Parker's right up there with 2 big wins over 2 very heavy-handed guys. And in fight comeback, Lucas Body was getting his fucking shit taken to school by H2O Silv, and then just gets that clutch KO. Fucking
yeah.
Randy Orton.
That was my pick.
Out of nowhere with the RKO.
I love those comeback knockouts.
The clutch knockouts, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have a runner-up for this one. Just Lucas Body. Actually, what was Angelo Leo doing before this year?
Let's find out. He was on Pro Box, I believe.
Yeah, but that was kind of a career resurgence, right? Like, he had gone away for a little while.
He did. He lost to... Where was he at? In 2021, he lost to Stephen Fulton. He got a little, kind of a shaky win against questionable opposition. Some dude named Aaron Alameda. That was in Houston. And that was June of 2021. And he disappears because coming off a loss and a shaky win. Then he comes back November of 23 on Pro Box. Gets 3 fights on Pro Box. All awesome wins. All strong wins. And then he projects himself into a title. I think that's a pretty good career comeback, too. Hell yeah, that's a good comeback right there. Upset of the year. It's plenty.
There are so many this year.
To get the fun ones out of the way, Devin Haney, he was very upset when he lost to Ryan Garcia. So that's a very big upset. He was also a massive betting favorite, too. It was like, I think Ryan opened up at like plus 700. That's fucking huge. Another one, Ryo beating Pitbull. Like, people that were in the know, we knew, like, this was not gonna be like a sweep or anything, or like a beatdown for Pitbull. We knew, but a lot of people were
that was
not
more
aware.
of a casuals being surprised.
Yeah, everybody in the arena, they were like, what the fuck? But Pitbull was the one coming forward and throwing punches. Did they do anything?
Yeah.
Though?
Did they land?
Right. Were we watching the same thing? Because I don't think so.
I called that one. I was pretty sure Rayo was going to outbox him.
I had my hopes on him. I was tentative just because Ryo has had his chin checked before. That was really it. But I had faith in his skills.
I have a honorable mention that's not on your list here.
Go on.
I was fucking shocked Chisora beat Joyce. Is it upset of the year?
Oh,
Probably not.
I think it is.
It doesn't mean anything, really, other than Joyce's career is probably done. But that shocked the hell out of me. Chisora beating Joyce.
That was a big one. Just because Chisora has been in the fucking dumpster for a while. And Joyce had those hard fights with Zhang, but you can say, okay, it's Zhang. Fine, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not terrible to lose to Zhang, but fuck no, you lose to Chisora, dude. What are you doing? Are you sure you want to keep doing this? You're almost 40.
I was almost upset for Chisora because he needs a couple. I think he has 2 fights left on his contract or whatever. He needed a couple like give-me's, and then you beat Joyce. They're gonna give you real fights, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I expect that Joyce, if he's going to continue fighting, they're gonna put him on like the Dillian White rehab plan. Have you fighting like random dudes from Africa that come out in like IT technician polos.
that was such a weird fight.
I have several polos just like that from various companies I've worked at.
Nice.
Chisora Joyce is a very good one. What else do I have here? Saras Mungia, of course. Cannot.
Of course.
There's nothing else, I think.
No, I mean, that's the obvious correct answer to this question. No recency bias either. The unknown Frenchman coming and knocking out fucking Mungia in Tijuana.
Neighborhood good. Never fought outside of France. Campaigned at middleweight. 4 knockouts.
Yeah, they pulled him up.
Jesus.
A weight class.
Cherry picks gone wrong. Oh my goodness. It doesn't get worse than that. It can't get worse than that. Paro beating Matthias. That was another. That one upset me.
I was very shocked about that one. Yeah. I
did
not expect that. Like we were having a funeral for Paro before the fight.
Yeah.
He's like,
exactly
wait
what
a
I was
second,
gonna say.
guys.
Yep. That was exactly what I was gonna say. Is like the joke that I made was like Paro, I hope you have your life insurance and will signed up because this ain't gonna be fun for you, buddy. And man, he gave Matthias what for, and then gets jobbed by Hitchens. Was it a jobbing? I don't know. I just really don't like Hitchens.
He is not fun.
Another upset. Better be getting the nod over Beevil. Better be
that was just a robbery.
Did not win that fight. I am upset. Beevil is very upset. We're all upset, except for Better.
We don't have a robbery of the year category, do we?
No, but we have a lot of categories, but that could be a good one to pick up.
Robbery of the year, I think, is Conceição over Foster.
Oh.
I was shocked when they read those scorecards.
Yeah, but like the fight sucked.
The fight sucked, but Foster was clearly better than him.
Yeah, but those are all the upsets I got.
Them fucking Dave Allen on the Usyk card.
Yeah, Johnny Fisher, piece of garbage.
I mean, it's not Fisher's fault, but he did not win that fight.
No, he didn't. Could have been the comeback of the year, the White Rhino. Could have been. Hero of the year, non-fighting stuff. Pro Box, always going to get a nod from me. And they picked up Angelo Leo, rebuilt him, sent him off to win a title. Building up other solid prospects, always putting on great fights, putting on cards for fucking free all the time.
Yeah.
Cannot say no to Pro Box still being hero.
Well, I have to agree. Pro Box is really expanding too. They had their couple European cards and stuff. I'm glad to see they're doing well.
Yeah, the expansion into the UK is really cool. I'm going to make a pointed statement here. Turkey.
Anyway,
a hero, one good thing that a fighter has done outside of the ring throughout 2024, Valdez has been volunteering a lot in Tucson and Phoenix areas. So like donating a lot of shit to like kids in like needy neighborhoods, school supplies and stuff. Gifting passes to boxing gyms for, you know, like older boys. And like, yeah, dude, get off the streets and go fucking hone a craft here. So that's a good thing. I like Valdez for that a lot. It's the type of shit nobody like sees or hears about that stuff either. That's what kind of bugs me. Fucking Al Heyman, hero.
I was just gonna say, which was the promoter that we found out was paying for some of the injured fighters in his... Isn't that Al Heyman?
Yep, it's Al Heyman. Since 2015, almost 10 years, he's been paying for Pritchard Cologne's medical expenses, helping the family with living expenses. Man, and not a peep out of that man about it. Nobody knew about it until just recently. That is some shit right there. That's a man's man. That's a real man right there.
I didn't think I'd ever put a promoter on that list, but
seriously,
I think he deserves it.
Absolutely. Like there's a lot of people, like figures like Eddie Hearn, that are always in the camera, talk about taking care of fighters and stuff, but they never do. If
they do, it really feels like a publicity stunt.
Right. Yeah. If they do anything, it's always to be noticed or to be seen doing it.
I love these stories when you find out years later that somebody's just been being a good human being.
Yeah. Where does Alexis Rocha fit in? For just what's the category called for just I just cannot bring myself to care. I know that he's working, he's up in the rankings and everything. I just cannot get excited about him.
Yeah, there's lots of fighters like that for me.
Yeah.
Like, Shakir's really good. I'm never going to be excited to see him.
Last topic, fight of the year. My mid-year pick was Kenshiro Taraji versus Canizales. That was in like January. Still holds up. Ortiz versus Bohachuk. Holy shit. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Fireworks. That was just two, I don't know, like artillery cannons going at each other.
I think that has to be my pick. Bohachuk's always in good, exciting fights. I don't care what anyone says.
That's what he does. He's more of the Derevyanchenko ilk than the like Usyk Lomachenko cut of the Ukrainian style. Just like the Japanese have a particular flavor that can lean, you know, are they boxer puncher or puncher boxer? Ukrainians have the same.
Yeah, Bohachuk's the indestructible style of Ukrainian.
Yeah.
Like, just a fucking tank. Derevyanchenko takes so much punishment, I don't understand it. And it's not just to the head. He doesn't have just a great chin. Like, you can't body him either. And Bohachuk's the same.
Never been stopped. Derevyanchenko, that is. I know that...
Last one probably should have been, but...
For his sake, yes. But for the sake of his pride or whatever, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, Bohachuk has... He lives in LA. I know that he has, because he's been signed with Tom Loeffler. The dude with 360 Promotions, used to be with K2. Managed, promoted Golovkin for the longest time. So Bohachuk, I've been keeping up with him since the Hollywood Fight Night days. So I know he's Los Angeles, like local, but his nickname, just like Akitsugi has a Spanish nickname, so does Bohachuk.
What's his nickname?
El Flaco. It's like the slender guy, the thin guy, skinny guy.
That's not a great nickname.
Whatever your insecurities are, Mexicans will make that your nickname. It's just what happens.
Fair enough.
He's 6 feet, fights at 154. So I can see why they'd call him that. He used to fight at 147. So definitely get it. Another fight, Bam beating Estrada. The back and forth affair, and Estrada was, for me, he was the door that got me into being quote unquote hardcore fan. That was like my introduction to him, Estrada, and Roman Gonzalez, their first fight. That was like, man, why do people not watch the smaller weight classes? This shit is so fucking fun. That's when
I've been
I was a
trying
hipster.
to teach people forever.
Yeah, so have
The
I.
little guys are awesome entertainment.
For Estrada to be fighting Bam, who is clearly the next generation of the smaller guys, with Inoue, of course. But Bam fighting Estrada, it was like there are two wolves inside of you kind of thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do here, because Estrada's always been my favorite. He's also kind of a dickhead. Bam is really awesome. And he's also really cool. I don't know what to do.
Bam in street mode is one of my favorite things because he's got the glasses, and I bet you people make fun of him on the street when he walks by. Like, not to his face, but people will be like, oh, did you see that tiny little guy in the glasses? You just know that tiny little guy will fuck them up so bad.
No kidding. After, I'm trying to remember who Bam fought. It was Sonny Edwards. After the Sonny fight, fight of the year, Canizales, Taraji holds up. Bam, Estrada, for personal reasons. Bohachuk, Ortiz, that's just fireworks. That's the type of shit. Like, if you wanted to get some casual fans involved, like, show them that. This is...
Yeah, Ortiz Bohachuk is my jam.
Yeah.
That's the kind of boxing I like, which isn't the best, highest class boxing, but man, is it exciting.
It's a lot more technical than people give it credit for. Like, we talk about it a lot with, like, quote unquote flat foot Mexican brawlers. There's so much more technique happening on the inside than you can see.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna call it a master class.
No, no. Same way Usyk kind of gets he's like the de facto fighter of the year. Fury, Usyk, that whole storyline for the heavyweight division, kind of, I feel like that has to be the de facto fight of the year as well. Both of them. Well, the first one was more exciting.
The first one was definitely more exciting. Yeah.
But the second one was like a good punctuation. Oof.
Yeah, I'm still picking Ortiz Bohachuk.
That's a solid one. I think I'm gonna go with that. Fury Usyk won for the gravitas, but Ortiz Bohachuk is the jam. That's the fun stuff.
If you have to explain why it's a good fight, to me personally, it's not fight of the year. If you have to explain the background before you have somebody watch it to get them excited about it, that's not it for me. Like, I need something that I can just send the link to my dad and be like, watch this.
Yeah, that's one of the old proverbs about arguments or whatever. Like, if you have to start explaining, you're losing. Yeah, if you have to explain. The only, like, tag I would have for, like, Taraji Canizales, they're smaller guys, but it's fucking fun. Watch it.
Yeah, I mean, that's not explaining anything, though. That's just getting somebody to watch it.
Right, like I was explaining my whole shit with Estrada and then Bam and blah, blah, blah. And that's fight of the year in my heart, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not going to get the fans, new fans.
That's emotional fight of the year.
Yeah. That's it. That's all we got for picks.
We do have a lot of categories.
Yeah, we have 10. But some that I've been seeing that are interesting is like a nation of the year. Like which nation is having the best year in boxing? Like, obviously Japan right now. Fuck yes, Japan. No questions
I think that's the
asked.
only answer right now.
There is no other answer. If you say something other than Japan, you're fucking wrong.
You don't watch the lower weight classes if you say anything other than Japan.
Yeah, and I expect if you're going to say something other than Japan, it might be Ukraine.
Yeah, they've got 4 belts right now.
Not
or
even
4 people with belts, I think.
Yeah, it's not even necessarily the belts. It's just they're having a really successful year. Bohachuk, even though he lost, Still in some awesome fight with Ortiz. Beat the shit out of Brian Mendoza. Feel bad for Brian after that.
Yeah.
I hope PBC makes him whole and gives him like a good payday for a softer touch. Like he steps in all the time for them. Usyk, of course. Derevyanchenko, even though he lost to Mbili, valiant effort, one-armed, and still went the distance.
I really think Durev would have won that if he didn't hurt his arm.
I agree.
That was an early arm injury.
Denis Beranchyk wins the 135 title, beating Nav. That was a good one. Karen, like I said about Jaron Ennis, excellent performance, even though he lost. Vosdik gave David Benavidez all he could handle, even though he lost.
I didn't even realize he was Ukrainian.
Yeah. I think that's enough. I would say Ukraine is a good second based on everything I just listed, but they're not wins, so can't really give it to them. Japan has fucking like all the fucking champions right now.
It's crazy, and there's so many title fights all the time, and it's awesome living here right now.
I bet. Oh, Japan. Inoue, no shit. Nakatani, no shit. Andy Hiraoka on the come up. Love that guy.
Yep.
Takuma, despite losing, still a solid competitor. Punchburger, champion.
I mean, even little Inoue, I know he lost to Punchburger, but he had a good year too.
Yeah, he's still a solid name. Losing to Punchburger is nothing to be ashamed of. Kosei Tanaka had that awesome fight with Kafu, even though he lost.
Yeah, that was good.
Quote unquote lost. It was really, really close.
Higa.
Yep, Daigo Higa. For the purposes...
Taraji. I mean, there's the kid. Well, he's not that young anymore. Nasukawa.
Tension. Yep.
Tension. Thank you.
I was gonna save that one for the end to really put a cherry on the Japanese fucking cake there.
Iwata really impressed me this year.
That Aoi Yokoyama.
Yeah.
No kid. Yep. It's a good year to be a Japanese boxing fan.
It really is.
For the purposes of giving accolades to Japan, they'll count Daigo Higa, but the second he slips, they're gonna say he's from Okinawa. We don't care.
Yeah. Wow. Japan likes to disown people all the time.
Yeah, I think the Brits do it with like Scotland and Ireland.
Yeah.
Do the same thing. Okay. Now.
Enough of a tangent.
Yeah, we'll see how much of that...
Patreon only.
Yeah.
If you want to find out what the best flag in America is, check out our Patreon.
You're going to have to go to Patreon. Because how much of that actually makes the final release? Before I'm even editing this, I can tell you it's not going to be a lot. All right, so heading... Well, these are just our picks. So we're heading into 2025. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Boxing B-Sides, a Lux Media production. If you'd like to give your thoughts, or you're dying to tell us how casual you think we are, you can be a lame and you can text our anonymous line 833-589-7637. If you want to stand on business, call and leave a voice message. We'll see if you're entertaining enough to make the final cut of the show. 833-LuxPods. You can't go wrong. If you prefer to hit us up on social media, the account name is LVXMediaNet, all one word. That's on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all the rest of that shit. If you can't find us, chances are we're not on it. A lot of stuff gets cut out of the final releases for all kinds of reasons. So if you want the raw audio, exactly as it's recorded, look us up on Patreon, LVXMediaNet over there just like everywhere else. Even if you don't sign up for Patreon, you can still help us out a lot if you hit us with a rating on whatever app you're listening on. If you're not feeling a $5, you have our number or you can hit the DMs. Let us know how we can earn that full $5. Intro and outro music by Middle of Nowhere Beats. And for more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lvxmedia.net. All right.
Anyways.
So, yeah. Parting words.
Okay. Parting words going into the new year. So I saw, not a trend, but just like an internet post suggesting fun New Year's resolutions instead of like productive ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like every time I see a new Chinese restaurant, I try it. Or I go to, every art museum or one art museum in every city I visit this year. I think that's better. Because I always give myself resolutions that I don't like. So I haven't figured out what my fun one is this year, but I'm going to do a fun resolution.
I never thought to do that.
I hadn't either, but it makes sense.
I did that.
You can just do fun ones.
Yeah, I know that I did that. When New Year was like right around the corner, so I didn't consciously do it, but I did make like more positive resolutions. Like, let's do fun stuff that makes me happy.
Yeah. So I mean, it's probably important to do your other type of resolution as well. But this year, I think I'm only doing fun ones.
Yeah, every party I go to, I'm taking. Is that a good one? Is that fun?
I mean, I guess if that's your fun one. And then I have, not affiliated or anything, but I have a gamify your life app that I really like, that I find helpful with resolutions and stuff. It's called Habitica, and you put in like habits and to-dos and stuff, and when you click them off, your little character gets experience points. It's like an RPG.
That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, I really like it. So if you're looking for something to help you with your resolutions, check it out. It's free. You can subscribe and then you get gems to buy skins and that sort of thing, but you can just use it totally free.
Heading into 2025. Fucking hit that follow button, subscribe button, wherever the fuck you're listening to this. Check out the socials. If you want to have like more fun social media stuff, I would suggest checking out Instagram. Twitter, I just kind of repost stuff there just for the sake of doing it, not because I actually like that platform. So, yeah. Heading into 2025, you're going to subscribe to all our shit, and you're going to check out all the other shows in the Lux Media family, because like we just have the biggest ding-dongs of all time. Even Shanada has a bigger ding-dong. Yeah, she's bigger ding-dong than all of you listening. If you don't agree, 833 Lux Pods. Tell me why not. All right, that's it. Enough shenanigans from me. Ta-ta. We will see you in 2025.
Happy New Year, everyone.